Mound of Cthulhu. Okay, let's get into it. You want to get far and get a leg up on release day? I'm going to tell you some things I learned during the early demo. I'm going to try to be light on the details with a few more specific spoilers towards the end, starting with general gameplay tips and then go into greater detail on equipment and madness effects. This game is best experience blind, but we're already here, so let's try to keep it light, you know? Take it easy. The forest on your first couple of expeditions might be more chill. This is not the default though. Use this time to get used to the controls, but also the sounds. Knowing what a sane world looks like and feels like is gonna be important. Get a feel for how far the in-game voice chat will wax and wane as you move away from your friends. I mean, you could just use Discord, but that's cutting out a lot of the atmosphere, so don't do it. What you see is not what we all see. Try to stay in buddy pairs if playing with others and keep chatting. Yap as much as you want. And the demo voice chatter doesn't seem to make in-game sound. Telling people what you see can be a great early warning. A pile of gold might be a pitfall. Or maybe you see a tree moving in to kill your pal, but they only see a sapling. Keep open communications and you won't fall into very common traps, you know. Control your sound. The in-game emote wheel is super important. The horn command will aggro the wagon to move towards you and tell you its location. The whistle command will tell your teammates where you are and give them a good idea where you are at, but both make noise. The horn more so in particular, so spamming it, the whistle, it's going to wake the force up really early. That's going to create more obstacles, and that's only going to make you waste more time, and that's going to start death loop. The wagon leaves a salt trail of where it's been, and it will always move towards the player closest to the start of the level. Use this knowledge to try and silently keep track of it and you, and that'll help your team out a lot. Explore in waves. The section of the islands are not randomly generated, and the game will do its best to disorientate you. When going to a new area, focus on finding treasure locations and getting your quota. Explore wide, but not deep. Once you know where to make your money, figure out how to get deeper into the level. The first 5 minutes of each expedition are going to be your safest. If you already know potential loot spawns, try to loop back and get them on your way out, or use smart checkpoints to maximize how far you can go. Side objectives are key. As you play, there will be a lot of different lootable items you will find. Treasure is not the end-all be-all. The game will improve your rations, hope keep you healed up for further missions. Occult items will give you unique tools to turn the madness into your favor, and saving survivors can unlock new playable characters and find helpful NPCs. More on that bit later. Attack smartly. You will quickly find that you're not that guy that stirred up melee fight in this game. However, all melee items, save the sailor's knife, have a secondary attack that can easily turn the tide of the fight in your favor every time. Using that and circle strafing for safe back attacks can make even fighting with no quick easy. Don't shoot the gun unless you gotta shoot the gun. It's one of the loudest sounds you can make in the game. If you're looking to go deeper, sometimes it's best to keep it in your holster. But if you're leaving, always treat it like open season. It should be your ace in the hole when something's got to go, whether it be you or something you don't want following you. Now, from here on, I'm going to get into a bit more detail on specific things and scares our best experience first. So, fair warning, okay?
Yeah, we are real close. We're real close to getting out of here.
What the fuck was that?
What is that?
Let's get started. More key items. each level, there'll be small logbooks that'll give you enemy details and log journals that must be taken back to the cart to help you uncover more of the island. While the small logbooks can be found at random camp locations, log journals are almost always in the deepest parts of the level. So when going to a new level, it may not be possible to complete every objective on your first run. Know your limits. Sometimes it's just best to get out with quota, or best to get out with just saving the guy if you cannot reach the end to get to the journal. Maximize stealth and your mental health. Small actions can snowball into success too. Sprinting is normally silent, but if you grab both the helmet and chest armor, now you constantly make noise when sprinting. Crouching to sneak up on an aggro foe saves time, as some monsters will call out to wake others. Unholy statues, whispering red spots, or fake red spots in treasure chest will sap your mental health and sometimes your real health when they explode. It's best to keep a wide berth from them when you can. A silent start can make all the noise from opening a large chest later on in levels canceled out. It's pretty helpful. Staying healthy. You will find plenty of food pickups during your expeditions, so make use of these before resorting to rations and bandages. Food rations have the highest healing potential out of the demo, and they're upgraded via the butcher. Bandages are one of the few ways to cure bleeding, so save them if possible. You'll know you're bleeding if your health is constantly ticking down or you see little blood drops at the bottom of your UI icon. Not only do you also get more for returning back with rations and bandages, you'll find that in harder missions, using those small little sandy and health pickups can help top you off and make or break some runs. Most mushrooms and all nuts heal a small amount of health. Flowers and glowing mushrooms tend to give a small amount of sandy resistance, so just keep this in mind as you're running through and picking up stuff. Prioritize the fallen. Call out before you go down fully if possible. As a team, you need to make sure you retrieve all fallen comrades as soon as possible. There are no highlights for fallen players, so pay attention. They will come back and make things harder if you take too long to get them. Not only will it spawn a strong doppelganger, but the corrupted AI will prioritize loud player actions such as breaking trees and firing guns. It's just all bad. However, a way to help with this, if you're not near the cart, smelling salts carried by the player or equipped on you can be used to revive your teammates as soon as they go down. Just keep that in mind if you're far from the cart. The Woodcarver. As stated before, he's an NPC that you need to save during one of your expeditions to get the ability to turn special wood that you find during your expeditions into saint statues. These are going to give a passive buff to the entire team, so they're super helpful. They can range from increased melee, bow, or gun damage, health regeneration, slower sanity depletion, and more. Each of these different saints must be discovered during your expeditions though, so keep an eye out for holy altars during your travels. These last few sections are going to be about some really dangerous creatures and madness effects that, in my opinion, are really best experience first. Come back after and you'll thank me.
Let's get him back. Oh, fuck!
Dangerous entities. There are a few starting creatures that will be hard knowledge checks when encountered if not handled properly. They will quickly end runs. Man-faced owls. They will heavily obscure everyone's vision and constantly make noise to further wake up the forest. Be sure to take them out from a distance when you see their glowing eyes perching on something. Use bows or spears, something silent as possible, but it's definitely worth the bullet if you don't have anything else. Star spawns. Once a player is targeted by the star spawn, it's going to keep pursuing them and them only. So if you see your ally targeted by one, everyone can run in and melee quickly to kill it silently. However, if you're alone, it's definitely worth shooting if you have a gun or plenty of arrows. Just fire it and do not stop running. The star spawn's grapple will leave you marked and at 1 HP, so it's definitely best to avoid this if possible. The only thing that can save you is if a player is nearby fast enough they can just frame hit the star spawn off of you, but don't count on that. Recog. They will pretend to be a tree and move when not directly observed. Sometimes they'll move when directly observed. It's kind of weird. Think of them like pseudo weeping angels. They're going to attack the nearest player with great speed, and like I said, they'll fake you out in camouflage. If they're spotted, as a team, you need to unload into it with everything you have and pray it works. A lantern throw and range gunfire seems to work best, but if it grabs you, it will teleport that player away from everyone and try to assassinate them. If you're teleported away when you wake, run immediately and whistle and try to look for your teammates. Don't blow the horn, it'll just make things worse. Madness effects. This is going to happen. The longer you go, the harder missions you take, at some point you're going to start to go mad. The previous tip about managing your madness can only go so far, so let's get into some of the worst scenarios and madness effects of the demo. Blackout separation. This is one of the worst and one of the most run-ending things that can happen. Before it happens to you, your only clue and your only chance to prepare is your screen fading black. This could be a fake out, this could be real, just be prepared for this effect just in case. You'll all be separated and potentially surrounded by waking foes. Do not fight when you wake up. Whistle, but do not blow the horn. The wagon AI will go towards the player closest to the exit, and if you're lucky, it will be heading towards the exit. By whistling, you will get the most important info you need, and you can just look for the white trail and try to catch up to your teammates, and that should cover the rest. Just keep moving till you find them or get your bearings. Blowing that horn is just going to confuse the wagon AI and possibly cause it to get you guys even more lost. Smoke vision and monster vision. This effect will turn all PCs into zombies, or both NPCs and PCs into smoke shadows. Both are close enough in effect that constant communication really just take care of it. With smoke vision, just be extra careful not to get sneaked up on. Since everything does look the same, it is a lot easier to drop your guard with this one. Centipede puke. You'll throw up a centipede. It's gross, but kill it quickly. It can multiply quickly if left unchecked, and its effect is somewhat contagious in the later expeditions. It can cause a great giant centipede to spawn, and that thing can kidnap players and apply bleed. It's just not good. If it happens to you, take out your melee weapon, an arrow, or throwing weapon, and just kill it quickly. Don't use a gun, it's not worth it, but once you hit the body, it's going to split in half. Look, that's about a wrap for the tips I have for you. There'll be guides and content to come. This game's honestly so much fun. I collect a bunch of tabletop and Lovecraftian games because I love the genre and crave that social multiplayer element, you know? And seeing it combined with the gameplay loop of games like Repo and Lethal Company, but retaining that serious narrative and real maddening effects found in Fantasy Flight Arkham series, it's just a dream come true. As the release of this video, the Mound is coming to Steam, PS, Xbox, and Epic Game Stores with a release discount of 20% off. Its base is $30 USD, and I'm going to be doing a marathon stream of the game on release day. Check it out, Twitch, Never Let Her Run. If you want more Mound content, check me out there, or just drop a like and subscribe. But seriously, it's a fun time, and have a good one, folk. Deuces.